What if I told you that ancient texts exist, buried in history, that could change everything we know about our past? These aren't just the well-known scrolls and manuscripts. These are mysterious and enigmatic writings that could hold the secrets of lost civilizations, ancient technologies, and even forgotten knowledge. These ancient texts have the potential to unlock profound mysteries, revealing truths that could completely rewrite history as we understand it today. Imagine finding an ancient manuscript that doesn't just tell the history we already know, but challenges everything we believe about the origins of humanity. In today's video, we'll dive deep into some of the most fascinating and puzzling ancient texts that could have the power to transform our understanding of the past. From cryptic inscriptions to ancient scrolls that have baffled historians for centuries, these texts have intrigued scholars and researchers alike. But what if they're not just remnants of ancient civilizations? What if they hold the answers to questions we've yet to ask? Stay with me until the end, because what we uncover could change the way you see history forever. Let's begin with a text that has captured the world's imagination, the Thule Papyrus, and explore the mysterious inscriptions that may reveal much more than we've ever realized. The Thule Papyrus, a lesser-known text that could drastically shift our understanding of ancient history, is the Thule Papyrus, an ancient Egyptian manuscript that dates back to approximately 1500 BCE. This document is famous for describing a peculiar event witnessed in the sky, a flying craft with bright lights performing extraordinary maneuvers. Some have interpreted this passage as a potential description of a UFO sighting, an ancient account of extraterrestrial visitors. The Thule Papyrus has baffled historians, as it is one of the earliest known mentions of strange aerial phenomena in recorded history. The text describes these flying objects as circles of fire moving swiftly across the sky, with no explanation for what they might have been. What makes this account even more intriguing is the fact that it was written long before the concept of modern aircraft, let alone spacecraft, existed. Was this an exaggeration? Or could ancient Egyptians have witnessed something far beyond their understanding? Some theorists suggest that the Thule Papyrus could be an early record of extraterrestrial encounters, while others argue it is merely a poetic description of natural events such as meteor showers or comets. Regardless of the interpretation, this ancient document opens up fascinating possibilities. Could there have been knowledge or experiences beyond our comprehension that were preserved in ancient texts like this? If the Thule Papyrus truly records an event involving technology that was far ahead of its time, what other secrets might it reveal about ancient civilizations' understanding of the skies and their possible contact with otherworldly forces? As we continue to study the Thule Papyrus, one thing is clear. The mystery of ancient aerial encounters could alter how we view ancient technologies and possibly even our place in the universe. The Sumerian Kings List. Next, we turn to the Sumerian Kings List, one of the oldest and most mysterious texts from the ancient world. The Sumerian Kings List is a document that lists the kings of Sumer, an ancient civilization that existed around 4000 BCE in Mesopotamia. What makes this list truly bizarre is the astonishingly long reigns of some of the kings. Some are said to have ruled for tens of thousands of years. Could this be a case of exaggerated myth? Or is there a deeper meaning behind these lengthy reigns? The Sumerian Kings List is more than just a list of rulers. It gives us insight into a lost civilization that may have held knowledge and power that has been obscured by time. Some scholars suggest that the extreme longevity of these rulers could be a symbolic reflection of their wisdom and influence, while others believe it may be evidence of an advanced culture with extraordinary longevity. But there's a more intriguing theory. What if the Sumerian Kings List contains hidden information about the true nature of ancient power structures? Could it be that these kings didn't just rule for extended periods of time, but were actually a part of an ancient society that was far more advanced than we are led to believe? If we could fully understand the hidden meanings behind the list, might it reveal the existence of a civilization that had knowledge of technology, medicine, or even longevity far ahead of its time? These questions keep historians and archaeologists scratching their heads, and the Sumerian Kings List remains one of the most enigmatic ancient texts that could hold the key to understanding an ancient world far beyond our current knowledge. The Dead Sea Scrolls. The Dead Sea Scrolls are perhaps one of the most famous ancient discoveries of all time. Found in the caves of Qumran near the Dead Sea in the late 1940s, these texts are over 2,000 years old and contain some of the oldest known biblical manuscripts. But while the religious implications of these scrolls have been widely discussed, there's an even more mysterious side to these documents that has captured the attention of historians, cryptographers, and archaeologists. Some of the Dead Sea Scrolls are thought to contain hidden messages, codes, or teachings that may challenge mainstream religious views. These mysterious texts include fragments of biblical books, apocryphal writings, and even texts that seem to predict future events. What if these scrolls contain knowledge about the origins of civilization, ancient rituals, or even a forgotten history that was deliberately suppressed? Scholars have long debated the true meaning of these scrolls, and some even suggest that the scrolls may contain esoteric teachings that were meant to be hidden from the general public. Could these teachings reveal a lost history, a forgotten philosophy, or a deeper connection to the cosmos that ancient civilizations once knew? As we continue to study the Dead Sea Scrolls, we uncover more questions than answers. What if the full meaning of these texts is still hidden, waiting to be deciphered? The Dead Sea Scrolls may not only be a religious artifact, they could be the key to unlocking ancient knowledge that challenges our understanding of history and spirituality. The Mahabharata and its technological implications. The Mahabharata is one of the longest epic poems in human history, originating from ancient India. While it is often regarded as a mythological and religious text, recent interpretations have raised intriguing questions about its portrayal of advanced technologies that seem to defy the time period in which it was written. In the epic, there are references to powerful weapons called brahmastras, which are described as destructive enough to annihilate entire cities and leave the land barren. These weapons are said to have been capable of devastating consequences, much like the aftermath of a nuclear explosion. While some scholars interpret these stories as mythological, others suggest that the descriptions of these weapons might be based on real ancient technologies that were lost to history. Some theorists believe that ancient cultures may have had access to technologies far beyond what we have discovered today, technologies that were later forgotten or deliberately erased from history. The idea of advanced weaponry in ancient texts raises a compelling question. Could there have been civilizations that developed weapons capable of mass destruction long before the modern era? If the Mahabharata and similar texts are based on real technologies, then we may be looking at the remnants of an ancient world far more advanced than we've ever imagined. What if the brahmastras were not just metaphors or allegories, but ancient weapons that could rival the destructive power of today's nuclear arsenals? As we continue to explore these ancient texts, we may uncover evidence of forgotten technologies that could challenge our understanding of both history and humanity's potential. As we peel back the layers of ancient texts, it becomes clear that many hold secrets that could alter our understanding of history. These texts challenge the conventional narrative of human development. They remind us that history is far more complex than we've been led to believe, and the answers may lie in forgotten writings. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.